All right, guys, time to hit you with my next video right now. This is dedicated. I'm slurring my words right now. I'm dedicating this video to my girlfriend, who's going to soon be my wife. And I'm dedicating this and encouraging everyone out there also, people who are teaching English online. You know, we love America. We love our home countries, the UK, and things like that, in Australia. And but we in I know South Africa. I love all you guys, okay, native English speakers and everyone else from non-native English speaking countries. It's all good, okay. And I just say those titles just to generalize a lot of people right now who are watching my videos, okay. So with that being said, every man needs a woman, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because look, before I came to Thailand, I had this idea of going and traveling around the world and trying to meet a lot of people. And it had nothing to do with what most people would think. It was more of me trying to understand the cultures and to try to find out who could potentially be the best woman for my kids, you know, and to be a woman that I can trust and raise a family with. And I knew that from my experience with females in America, that's not what I really wanted, you know. I wanted someone who was more open to culture, something that I could learn from, someone who was a challenge to me. And this is not saying that girls from America are not like that. And so girls from America, don't be hating on me. I love you too, okay? It's just that everybody has their own path. Like, just like a lot of girls out there maybe think American guys are not for them and they want to go see what else they could find maybe, you know? And that's all good and gravy, you know? This is not a video to put people down. This is a video to explain where I'm coming from, where my state of mind is at this current moment. So I think that it's just so amazing to not only be in the position that I am right now, but also to have someone who supports me, loves me, takes care of me, loves to make food for me, loves to give me massages. So to all the guys out there who've never, this video is like, it's almost like two separate videos really, because I could talk about this on one set and then even bring it up on the other one. But I think I might just go all in on this one because, you know, I've made a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, many times when I was in relationships, I really tried to do everything I could to make the girl feel good and happy and cook and relax her and massage, you know, all that stuff, you know. And massages are a great way to connect with your partner. And if you have a partner who doesn't like to cook, who doesn't like to clean, who doesn't like to do massages, well, it's going to be either a really boring relationship or it's going to go stale really fast. Most of the reasons why I couldn't even, you know, my attention span. A lot of guys will say, oh, after 3 months, you know, my attention span's kind of weak and, you know, I just get kind of bored. But that was kind of me too, you know. I was like, I get in a relationship and it's really exciting, and then, you know, as time goes on, I start to realize like this is not what I really want. And all of a sudden things would come to me and, you know, temptations and stuff. But overall, I'm very grateful for everything that was given to me in this life. And then when I come here to Thailand, I had never really had an actual Asian girlfriend. I had 2 Latina girlfriends, but I'd never had an Asian girlfriend. So, unless you count when I was 8 or 9 years old and we were on swim teams and stuff like that, asking, will you be my girlfriend, you know? And even she wasn't full Asian though. So, my girlfriend is from a small town in the country. She's not from Bangkok. Thank God. No, it's all good. Bangkok, you guys are great too. But we as men, and you women out there too who are watching, we've got to find, the men out there, we got to find a woman who is strong and beautiful and smart and knows how to press your buttons sometimes. Because I think there's like this interesting balance, because, you know, there is a huge stereotype about Asian girls, like, oh, they're easy to control, they just listen to the man, they just cater to the man, blah, 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 blah. Like, my girl does all that, but I do that same thing to her. And regardless, I think that if we're talking about a cultural standpoint right now, how cultures have been operating for thousands of years, and religions too. I mean, all this has a huge factor involved. But I will say that having a wonderful girlfriend, having a wonderful partner for a man is just, it's so critical because I can't say that this has all been my success because she's been able to balance me in so many ways. I'm not looking over, she's at school right now. But you know, this little spot that we live in right now, it's just, I'm not going to say magical and throw all these big exaggerated words out there, but it's just something profound when you can find someone that not only can you relate to, but you guys see a future together, and we see a future together, and we have the same idea about life. And you know, a lot of people will say, well, I don't know what to do. I want to break up with my boyfriend or my girlfriend. I'm not happy. They don't see the thing. Look, nothing's going to be all perfect, okay? But it comes a point in your relationship where, or in your own life, you know, I realize that many times when I'm not happy, I've said stuff or I've spit out stuff that were not making the situation any better. And it was only because either I had been teaching 10 classes in a row and I had no break and I didn't get to eat. So, you know, all these mood swings and stuff. And again, being in front of the camera all the time, you know, it has a huge effect. You got to get out in nature. So I just encourage, and I hope that everybody out there, when you guys are traveling, that you can find a really, really good person. Some people like to date interculturally, interracially. Some people like to stick to their, you know, their own flock, and that's okay too. And I think about, you know, what my kids will look like and stuff. I want healthy kids. That's all I want, you know. And you know, I think that it's beautiful when two white people can have a baby and the baby, you know, blonde hair and blue eyes. I think that's beautiful. And then I think Asian babies are beautiful and families are beautiful in Asia. And you know, I remember my brother, one of his friends, the man is from Australia and the woman's from Jamaica, and she was not super dark skinned, but she had like a caramel complexion, you know, and they just had the most beautiful family. I say that because it really was like really strong, handsome Australian Olympic swimmer, and then this really beautiful like Jamaican girl, and they just made this amazing family, you know. And that's what it's all about. It's all about like, what do you want your offspring to be like, you know? What do you want to bring into this life, you know? And I know that the offspring that I want to bring into this life is not going to be 100% the same blood that's been going through my generations, you know? And I'm kind of like the black sheep of the family. I've always been interested in languages and traveling and knowing new people and different ideas and extremism too. Not to hurt people, but extremism in a way of kind of trying to reject the way that society was going. So anyway, well, it just, you know, we're like these farangs over here. We're these outsider white foreigners. And look, there's some people not going to like it, you know. Some people are going to like it. Some people don't care, you know. Anywhere you go, you're going to have people that like you, people that don't like you, and don't like the people that you're in a relationship with. It's just very important that you find someone who's not a pushover. Find someone who's not easy. I know I say easy to control because, again, I go with the whole stereotypical thing of like, oh, Asian girls are easy to control, but quite the opposite. Because what I like so much about my girl is that she can be soft and gentle and be, you know, charismatic. And then also at the same time, she's going to hand it to me. Like, you know, she's not the type of girl who can't get her hands dirty. You know, she's working on cars and motorcycles in high school with her dad in the garage. Like, you know, she has a high pain tolerance. And, you know, sometimes it's just such a great match. It's like black and white. You know, we're just such a great match together. And she's a few years younger than I am. And everyone has different preferences. Some people might like a few years younger, a few years older. Whatever works for you. But I'm not going to be one of these people, these online English teachers who just goes around and tries to get with girls, and I'm not one of these foreigners who just wants to come around and, you know, that whole show. It makes me sick inside. It really does. But wow, it's an amazing day to be alive. It's an amazing day to be inside a different country. Fell in love with a beautiful woman, and she's making changes to better herself. I'm making changes to better myself, and who knows where this whole thing is going to go. But it'd be great to have like 2 or 3 kids. You know, I think, again, whatever the good Lord decides to help us with, that's all that matters. But it will be a real blessing to raise a family at an organic homestead location, and being able to see my parents in America and showing my kids America, showing my kids Thailand, you know, 2 countries with, in my opinion, regardless of what people think. You know, I'm not from Thailand, but I'm outside Thailand. So when I come here, I see a lot of freedoms, and I see a lot of things that that make Thailand great, that also made America great too. And I feel like we've kind of fallen off some of those things in America, but we're on the upswing. America is becoming great again, and people are starting to come to their senses and starting to wake up from the fake news. So, to everybody out there who's watching this video right now, just enjoy yourself. And I think I'll have to make another video about ThaiVisa.com and all these people who have these crazy stories about their Thai women. But what can I say? You know, I'll just stop it right there. You guys have a great day. Oh man, I just have so much to share with everyone. And when I see my money going up on YouTube, that's a great feeling inside as well. And as long as I keep putting out information, as long as I keep putting out a message that's positive and uplifts people and informs people, then I'm doing my job every day. And that's all that matters. So, guys, have a great day on YouTube and on the internet world, and also start to be more aware of how Google is censoring things, trying to show what's fake from not fake. Be aware of how things are being censored. Become aware of how things are being censored in the new softwares that are coming out. So anyway, that's it for now. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much.